So, Erica Wheeler played for the Indiana Fever last year, and we know that I don't think she had a bad season per se. It's just her at the point did not work with Caitlin Clark at the two. Very much just the way that she wanted to play. I thought she was okay when Caitlin Clark was off the floor last year, and I thought she played pretty well as a small forward. I think she played pretty well as a small forward last year, which is not what she's supposed to be doing. She was a below average shooter last year. However, I do think that she wasn't bad. She wasn't bad at times. I think there were some games where, I'm not even going to say her as an individual, but the trust Christy Sides put in her did not work well when things were rolling. And I do think post-Olympic break, when she became an off-the-ball player, just working her ass off, she did become much better for the Fever. But Erica Wheeler's having a career resurgence. She is averaging, on the year, 9.8 points per game. She is averaging 6 points per game more than last year. And she's averaging the same amount of points she did with the Fever in way less minutes. And on a decent team this time. This is the first time she's been on a decent team. 2021 Sparks were probably okay, I'm guessing. I think 2016 Fever were okay, but a lot of those Fever teams were not very good post 2016, and I don't think 2015 Dream were good. I definitely don't think 2015 Liberty were any good. But she is now one of the best backup point guards in W. Look, I don't know if she's she's shooting a higher percentage from three than she ever has. I know it's not on as many attempts. She has had years where she shot 38%. Problem was, last year, she couldn't hit a shot. She had an inability to hit a three ball, but she's played so clutch. She has played so clutch for the Seattle Storm. And again, look, different players are going to do different things in different roles. I did think, again, if you look at her game log last year, it's always a weird one because you can never just look at box scores. There were a few games I thought she was really good, post-Olympic break. So she had a few games where she was playing limited minutes. But in some of those games, like the Chicago Sky game, she had 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1, and 1. Very few turnovers. She was very risk averse, in fairness. But funnily enough, I thought there was this spell right here. I didn't look. The start of the season, everyone on that team was bad. Aaliyah had a bit of a sophomore slump to start off the season through about 10 games till she kind of found it against Connecticut in this game right here, I think. And this is where she really found it, Aaliyah, in the second half. Obviously, Wheeler had a really bad start to the season as well. Her playing with Caitlin, it just didn't. Her playing at the one with Caitlin on the floor just did not work. It just did not work. She had a couple of good games here and there. Was very good. Well, statistically, she was very good in the Seattle game. But I liked her post-Olympic break where she started running. I think this game right here, where was it, the Sky loss, where she played 15 minutes, it was just, this is a Christy Sides. When she done goofed, it was is the problem with coaches that are when you control the play by slowing it down. They brought in Erica Wheeler for control, and I'm you've got Wheeler basically running the show, and the team looked better with Wheeler when Wheeler was on the floor when she was off the ball. And then as the time went on, she had a few iffy games, but there were some games again that she did well. But for me, it was a lot of Wheeler not at the one that looked well. Wheeler not playing the one is where she looked much better. And now you're looking at Wheeler playing the one, playing her actual position in a system that suits her. And look, if you look at the Seattle Storm don't shoot the ball that much. They don't play at the fastest pace. They're a team that, a lot of things, if you look at them, they play almost the opposite of modern basketball, which is a style that suits Erica Wheeler. I've always said it, that the style the Fever played last year did not suit Erica Wheeler at all. At all. It is a, it's genuinely, it's ball. Ball is ball, and it's great to see her doing well because, look, let's be real. Erica Wheeler was an absolutely perfect vet for Caitlin Clark. She was a perfect vet, helps Caitlin Clark out. Caitlin Clark was attached to her hip at times last year. There are genuinely great things about Erica Wheeler as a player, and it's good to see her. It's really good to see her. Hopefully, she goes and cools down and shoots 0% from the field. Hopefully, she goes and shoots 0% from the field against the Indiana Fever. That would be an ideal scenario. As she goes and shoots 0% from the field and they lose. Or she goes and absolutely cooks the Fever. Like, she could absolutely cook the Fever, but the Fever still win. That might be the best scenario. She goes in as 40, but the Fever win by 15, and Gabby Williams and Nneka don't put the ball in the basket. But yeah, either way though, look, I'm happy. I'm happy Erica Wheeler's killing it. And look, if you're looking even at her game log, there's games that she's had 21 point. She had a 21-point game against the Aces. She had a 10-point game in a really close one against the Lynx. 14 points in a game against the Dream, which I probably should have won, if we're being honest. And she's only gotten better. Like, she started off the season not particularly fast, and she's only gotten better. Look, she is, bang for your buck, the second best point guard in the WNBA. The second best point guard, bang for your buck, that isn't on a rookie deal. Like, she's on a minimum deal because obviously, look, there's what you call it. There is Akoa McCanny, who I think is on a lower contract than her, and I think Monique Akoa McCanny is an absolute I think she's a gem. I think she's one of the top players in the entire league, top young players in the entire league that a lot of people are like very much ignoring coming into the season. But Erica Wheeler, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And look, would be a huge upgrade at the backup point guard player for player versus who the Fever currently have, which is a problem with, like, we're just talking purely basketball output. Like, Sig Colson can come on for 5 minutes and be an impact player. She can, but like, the team would have looked much better. The team wouldn't have needed to get Ari McDonald if Erica Wheeler was still there. Erica Wheeler could have held it down for 3 or 4 games, whereas Colson clearly can't. Like, Colson, I think, again, when it comes to the playoffs where she's barely playing minutes, she could be an effective player, but I don't think she could hold it down. However, it's going to be a big one. It is a real big one that she's playing well for the Storm, because I thought originally, okay, yeah, it'll take someone like a Serena Sundell, but this is a team that's trying to win right now. And even though, like, she was okay in Turkey, I'm not going to say she was anything spectacular in Turkey. She was okay in the offseason, but she's killing it. She's absolutely killing it. And look, sometimes the grass is greener elsewhere, and the grass is clearly greener for her in Seattle. So fair play to Erica Wheeler. Fair play. Like, I think she did a lot of good things last season, especially post-Olympic break. I thought she was there was a spell for the first maybe 15 games of the season where I didn't think she was great at all. And I think her style of play did not work with Caitlin Clark's style of play. And that was for a not as insignificant amount of the season. However, when she decided to play the Caitlin Clark style of Breanna ball at the end of the year, I didn't think she was bad. And look, in hindsight, should the Fever have kept her as a backup point guard? Sure. But at the end of the day, Fever getting rid of Erica Wheeler was the best thing that probably happened to Erica Wheeler late on in her career. But anyway, that's the video. I'll see you guys.